Gaming Bolt presents 15 most badass weapons in the division. We have to cover quite a number of points, so in the interest of time, let us jump right into it. Midas. The Midas used to be an absolute monster thanks to a talent that heavily reduced cooldown of your signature skill. Though that's since been patched, it's still an incredibly strong SMG. Its new default talent provides increased damage the closer you get to a target, and with the ability to hold some 60 rounds in a magazine with the right mods, it's a pretty neat option for close quarters combat. Then again, it can't quite match the next gun. Tactical Vector 45 ACP. This gun right here. This is what dreams are made of. Is the Tactical Vector 45 ACP, a high-end SMG crafted from blueprints, the best SMG? No, but it's pretty close, and its accessibility makes it simply amazing. Roll a version with increased critical damage and armor destruction and watch those yellow bar enemies melt. Magazine size is a bit of a problem. Even with a more than 80% increase mod, you'll still have some 36 bullets. Thankfully, reload speed is fairly quick, and the rate of fire allows for constant DPS on the target. Tenebra. The Tenebra is a high-end marksman rifle that takes no prisoners. Based on the Scar H's model, the Tenebra can be crafted from a high-end blueprint, or purchased when available at the vendor in DZ06. It has damage ranging from 15,930 to 18,371, rounds per minute averaging 275, and a magazine size of 35 if crafted. The key element of the Tenebra is its headshot damage, which can vary but also offers up to 170% of the same. If you can handle the lower stability, it's worth the money. Damascus. The first high-end blueprint you receive is for a sidearm called the Damascus. Talents on hand include a 12.5% chance to inflict bleeding on enemies, kills removing all status effects ailing you, which is useful if you're on fire, and dealing 100% more damage if your enemy's health bar is below 30%. This should be your go-to sidearm as soon as it's obtained. Custom M44. As a superior marksman rifle of the sniper rifle variety, the Custom M44 is pretty strong. It has high accuracy and range along with a decent reload speed, and can inflict damage well above 100,000 if you nail your headshots and have good mods equipped. This isn't a weapon that you'll be spraying and praying with. It's meant for snipers who can use smart cover and vision pulse to their advantage while taking down yellow bar enemies. The magazine size is kind of meh, but the damage can't be denied. Liberator. The Liberator is a high-end assault rifle that seems to offer everything you could want, with the right mods. With a default magazine size of 30 and a high rate of fire, you'll need superior mods to increase that ammo count. Fortunately, the decent stability and accuracy mean you can spray from a distance with very manageable recoil. It's also possible to roll with the Talented perk, which can increase skill power by 8% for 13 seconds with a kill. Caduceus. The Division gave us our first look at the Caduceus in the initial closed beta, and it was amazing. It's transitioned quite well over to the final game, with critical hits healing the players for 0.8% of the damage dealt. Other skills include the ability to remove all negative status effects and reduce skill cooldowns by 2% with headshots. The default magazine size is low, but with that perk roll, the Caduceus is just a beast. Kassade. On the surface, the Kassade doesn't seem all that great. As a double-barreled shotgun, it only holds 2 rounds at a time and has pitiful accuracy, range, and stability. However, its talents suit a tanky build fairly well. Being closer than 10 meters to a target increases damage by 5%, and kills extended duration of your signature skill by 7%. The Kassade can thus be used with Survival Link to tank enemies, but you'll need to be fairly accurate to get the most use out of it. Pecan. The Pecan is an interesting high-end LMG, looking more like an AK-47 and boasting a large magazine size. It has decent range, accuracy, and stability, all capable of improvements thanks to mods, and depending on the talents you roll, it can come with armor destruction and increased damage against elite and named enemies. With such a high magazine size, the Pecan is a great addition to your arsenal, especially when rolling with a high-end SMG and needing a backup with range. Navy MP5N. The Tactical Vector 45 ACP may be easier to pick up, but the Navy MP5N is a better SMG overall. Not only does it provide better stability, range, and accuracy, but it has a larger magazine size, which means more DPS. It's not easy getting the Navy MP5N, especially with the Phoenix credits required, and the absolute grind of getting to DZ rank 50, but it is so worth it that it's not even funny. First Wave M1A. The M1A is pretty much the meta, if you want to call it that, in Tom Clancy's The Division as far as marksman rifles go. The First Wave M1A has incredible accuracy, reload speed, and range, while also boasting high headshot damage and strong damage overall. The stability may turn you off, but it's actually easier to land successive headshots with this than the Scar L. It's almost unfair up to a point. Increase that low magazine count with a mod and go to town with those damage boosts. Police Mark 17. In a way, one feels sorry for the Police Mark 17, since it's a marksman rifle that can't quite compete with the M1A in stability terms. That being said, it's still incredibly accurate at range and has a higher magazine count. Temper your shots enough and add a mod to bring the magazine count to 36, even higher as possible if you so choose. Roll a version with increased critical hit damage and you'll be good to go. SASG 12S. Not everyone likes double-barreled or pump-action shotguns. Sometimes you just need to pump out heaps of buckshots in a short span, which the SASG 12S does without much issue. Though its range is nothing to brag about, this high-end shotgun is capable of whittling down foes in both the Dark Zone and hard missions without much fuss. Just don't challenge rushers with it in challenge mode. Black Market M60E6. This is one of those guns you don't really count on for DPS in challenge mode, but can be so much fun to use in other missions. The Black Market M60E6 is a superior weapon which can be outfitted to hold some 150 rounds per magazine. Boost that stability and let her rip on enemies without having to reload, which becomes especially fun if you have one as none and score those headshots. Again, range is a problem, and Lord help you if you have to reload. But as far as high-capacity LMGs go, this one should be experienced at least once. Enhanced ACRE. You'll find high-end versions around somewhere, but the superior version of the Enhanced ACRE is still incredibly fun to use. With a high rate of fire and average magazine size, not to mention that accuracy, you only really need to worry about stability and range. Stability can always be enhanced with the right grips and pointers. And that wraps it up. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it on Twitter and Facebook. And why not consider subscribing? We upload some really cool videos almost every day. Thank you for watching this video, and happy gaming!